November 2022, Martinez and her team found an ancient rock-cut tunnel beneath the temple that they believe could lead to the tomb of Cleopatra.
Be prepared to be astounded, as groundbreaking discoveries have led researchers to believe they have discovered the final resting place of the iconic Queen Cleopatra herself. Cleopatra is a name that is echoed throughout history as a monarch steeped in myth and mythology. She was a woman who defied the standards of her time, from her exotic beauty to her exceptional mind. But who exactly was Cleopatra? Was she a seductress? What about a strategist? Or possibly a mystic whose mysteries have yet to be revealed? Let's dive into Egypt's history to solve the mystery surrounding Cleopatra, the queen who defied both time and expectation. For years, archaeologists have been searching for the lost tomb of Cleopatra, the legendary queen of ancient Egypt. The finding of her tomb would have far-reaching consequences for our view of history, signifying a once-in-a-century occurrence of great significance. While the tomb's likely sites have been narrowed down, its exact position remains a mystery that is yet to be solved. In this investigation, we unearth a surprising and unexpected discovery that has the potential to lead researchers closer to Queen Cleopatra's enigmatic final resting place. Throughout her turbulent reign, Cleopatra navigated intricate power relations, reigning with her father, then her siblings, and finally her own son, making an indelible effect on Egyptian and world history. Cleopatra, a member of the Macedonian dynasty created by Ptolemy after Alexander the Great's conquest of Egypt in 332 BC, was a brilliant leader noted for her intelligence and education. She held 3 co-regencies during her reign and wielded enormous power and influence. Cleopatra's seductive personality and sexual entanglements, particularly with Roman commanders Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, cemented her place as one of history's most famous lovers. Cleopatra shared 3 regencies with her younger brother Ptolemy XIII, her elder brother Ptolemy XIV, and her son Caesarion during her reign. Cleopatra was the dominant character despite her co-regency, wielding great power and influence throughout her reign. Cleopatra's seductive beauty was one of the aspects that contributed to her fame. Her beauty, intelligence, and personality quickly attracted and affected many around her. Cleopatra was an accomplished diplomat and politician who used her charm to forge alliances and secure her position as queen. As Egypt's queen, she safeguarded the rich cultural tradition passed down from Greece. The passionate and difficult romance between Cleopatra and Mark Antony, fraught with disagreements and finally culminating in their terrible suicide deaths, has become an everlasting story passed down through time. On August 1st, 30 BC, Octavian won the pivotal Battle of Actium in Alexandria over Antony and Cleopatra's united armies. When faced with the prospect of capture, both Antony and Cleopatra chose to end their lives rather than surrender to their foes. This tragedy had far-reaching consequences not only for Antony and Cleopatra, but for the entire region as well. Octavian's triumph solidified his position and resulted in the establishment of the Roman Empire, effectively ending the Roman Republic. It also brought an end to Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty, as Cleopatra was the last ruler of the dynasty. Despite their tragic ending, Cleopatra and Mark Antony's romance was considered one of the strongest and most passionate of its time. Cleopatra's captivating personality and love affair have been immortalized in works of literature, theater, and film. Following tales of Cleopatra's death, Mark Antony, believing them to be genuine, committed suicide by stabbing himself with a sword. His dying hope was to be reunited with Cleopatra in her embrace, seeking peace. Cleopatra, on the other hand, was able to end her life by consuming poison, which was presumably extracted from an asp snake notorious for its poisonous bite. According to Roman authors Suetonius and Plutarch, the triumphant leader Octavian allowed Antony and Cleopatra to be buried together in a tomb they had already built. However, the site of this tomb remained a mystery until recently, when coastal archaeologists from Egypt revealed a surprising discovery: a perfectly constructed tunnel that experts describe as a masterpiece of mathematics beneath the temple in the ancient city of Taposiris Magna. Kathleen Martinez, an archaeologist who has spent nearly 2 decades searching for Cleopatra's buried tomb, believes she has made a huge breakthrough during ongoing innovations at the temple. The Earth Day team built a 2-meter-high tunnel that was sunk to a depth of 13 meters. This amazing tunnel is composed of sandstone and spans an incredible 1,305 meters, exhibiting the culmination of years of focused investigation and research. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities acknowledged the discovery and noted its similarities to the legendary tunnel of Eupalinos, a historic aqueduct from the 6th century BC, remarkable for its length of 1,036 meters. The ancient Greek conduit on the island of Samos was a remarkable engineering feat distinguished by its original design. Similarly, the Taposiris Magna tunnel discovered in Egypt demonstrates remarkable engineering skills, but despite its unique characteristics, such as certain sections being submerged underwater, which distinguish it from the Eupalinos tunnel, the true purpose of this tunnel remains unknown. Since 2004, researcher Martinez has been investigating the Taposiris Magna, especially to solve the mystery surrounding Cleopatra's missing tomb. Martinez feels that the tunnel could hold vital information in their search for the elusive tomb. Ongoing archaeological excavations in Taposiris Magna have uncovered remarkable signs that could link this historic site to the famed Queen Cleopatra, the last ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom. Taposiris Magna was built in 280 BCE by Ptolemy II, a descendant of Cleopatra's ancestor who was a powerful general under Alexander the Great. Cleopatra ruled from 51 BCE until her sad death in 30 BCE. The recently discovered temple at the excavation site is thought to be dedicated to the gods Osiris and Isis, the latter of whom is associated with Cleopatra. Ancient coins featuring the names and portraits of Cleopatra and Alexander the Great, as well as sculptures depicting the goddess Isis, were among the notable findings at the sighting. The excavation uncovered a massive religious complex with 3 sanctuaries, a sacred lake, and collection of almost 1,500 artifacts. Among the extraordinary discoveries are wonderfully made busts, priceless golden artifacts, and a large collection of coins depicting important personalities from the Ptolemaic era, including Alexander the Great and Queen Cleopatra herself. The existence of fascinating Greco-Roman burials and burial tunnels surrounding the excavation site presents an intriguing hypothesis. Could Cleopatra and her beloved Mark Antony have been buried in similar tombs nearby? While it is too soon to make certain claims, this discovery adds another dimension of mystery and excitement to the search for their last resting places. The recently discovered tunnel, a surprising discovery within the complicated network of tunnels, has the potential to reveal new information about the long-lost graves. Experts are excited to study the tunnel's course, which goes into the glittering waters of the Mediterranean Sea as the exploration proceeds. Furthermore, the presence of subterranean structures adds another layer of mystery to the mission. Researchers will focus their efforts in the next phase of the search on exploring the underwater structures. This enormous endeavor constitutes a big step forward, as it opens up hitherto unreachable possibilities. The undersea explorations hold the prospect of unveiling buried secrets and possibly unearthing Cleopatra's long-sought mausoleum. The exploratory crew, on the other hand, recognizes the difficulties they face. The inexorable passage of time, as well as the relentless strength of the Mediterranean Sea, may have taken its toll on Cleopatra's tomb and the majestic Hellenistic metropolis of Alexandria. It's a race against time and nature to find the elusive resting place before it's lost forever to the depths. Despite the uncertainties and hurdles, the search for Cleopatra's lost legacy has continued since its inception in 2005. The pursuit has captivated historians, archaeologists, and amateurs alike. The excitement of discovering the enigmatic queen's final resting place fuels their determination to keep searching. The discovery of the tunnel, the exploration of underwater formations, and the ongoing excavation efforts all contribute to the ever-growing narrative surrounding Cleopatra's legacy, and the world waits with bated breath for the times when the mysteries of this exceptional monarch and her distinguished partner will be revealed, putting a new light on their lives, deaths, and the enthralling epoch in which they lived. Regardless of whether the tombs of Cleopatra and Mark Antony are eventually discovered, the prospective archaeological discovery in Taposiris Magna gives a tremendous opportunity for substantial scientific inquiry and exploration. A thorough excavation of this ancient metropolis promises unfailingly valuable insights into its enigmatic past. This undertaking is significant for reasons other than the specific hunt for the royal couple's last resting places. Excavation efforts have already yielded spectacular artifacts and historical information that help us understand the ancient monarch. Zahi Hawass, the previous Minister of Antiquities, announced the discovery of pottery fragments and a rectangular limestone block within the tunnel more than a decade ago. These battles give information on the material culture and architectural practices of the time, improving our understanding of the ancient civilization that existed in this region, while locating Cleopatra and Mark Antony's tombs would definitely be a significant achievement for the 21st century. Significant discoveries have already been made as a result of continuing exploration within and around the temple complex. Each artifact, inscription, and structure discovered adds to the intricate puzzle of the past, allowing us to build a more complete image of the people, culture, and history that once thrived and lived in Taposiris Magna. The impact of Cleopatra extends beyond the classic Roman divisions of her as a seductive and morally depraved queen. A more complex perspective of her reign has arisen in recent years, emphasizing her intellectual paralysis and scholarly interests. Cleopatra was not just a stunning beauty, but also a well-educated woman with an insatiable hunger for knowledge. Fluent in several languages and knowledgeable in disciplines such as mathematics, philosophy, oratory, and astronomy, she was a supporter of scholars and valued their company. Learning more about Cleopatra's intellectual accomplishments may transform our perspective of her reign and elevate her as a monarch who appreciated and encouraged intellectual pursuits. As a result, the current investigation at Taposiris Magna has the potential to reveal not only the final resting sites of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, but also the rich intellectual and cultural legacy of the epoch. Each dig and each finding gets us closer to unraveling the riddles of the past, providing a greater understanding of one of history's most mysterious people's astounding achievements and complexities. The quest for information and understanding continues, motivated by the desire to shed light on the intriguing age over which Cleopatra ruled. Contrary to popular assumption, there is evidence that Cleopatra's physical appearance may not have been as conventionally attractive as previously thought. Her picture appears on coins with male traits, including a pronounced hooked nose. Some historians believe she purposely portrayed herself as more masculine in order to express strength. According to the ancient writer Plutarch, Cleopatra's attractiveness originated from her compelling speaking voice and irresistible charm, rather than her exceptional beauty. These characteristics made her incredibly desirable. Kathleen Martinez, who has dedicated her life to discovering Cleopatra's hidden treasures, admires the queen for her many roles as a scholar, linguist, mother, and philosopher. She emphasizes Cleopatra's standing as an educated woman, possibly the first to have received formal education at Alexandria's famed museum, which served as a cultural hub during that era. Roman propaganda aimed at undermining Cleopatra's reputation altered her picture. Martinez's goal is to refute these myths and shed light on Cleopatra's genuine character. The belief that she was considered the human manifestation of the god Isis during her lifetime adds to the intrigue surrounding the possible discovery of her final resting place. So what are your views on all of this? Let us know in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more great content, and thank you for watching.